Alright, hello YouTube, and thank you for tuning in to the second part of this tire hammer build with hanging with Heavy. Today I want to talk to you about assembling some of your parts, and the first two major parts that you're going to need for your tire hammer build are going to be a base plate and also an anvil. Now the anvil, if you listen to what I was talking about in the first video, the anvil is a solid piece of steel, 6 inches in diameter, 36 inches tall, and it's affixed to a base plate of at least 1/2 inch. Now, I have opted to go with a base plate of 1 inch thick, and I found a solid piece of round bar that was 8 inches thick, or in diameter rather, but it was only 35 inches tall. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to weld that onto a 1 inch square plate, and I'm going to weld that plate to my base plate. Now, let's go into the shop here and I'll take a look, and we'll look at some of the parts that we're going to need for building the tire hammer, especially the first two parts. Alright YouTube, now what we have here, this is my base plate and this is my vertical anvil. Now that bad boy is 8 inches in diameter, 35 inches tall, and I'm going to place a 1 inch thick plate underneath of that and weld it onto my base plate. Now my friend, he's building his also. His is 7 inches in diameter and exactly 36 inches tall. So he won't need to add anything. Now you'll notice that we've assembled some 1/4 inch plate. And you can usually find 1/4 inch plate pretty easily, and I found all this at a scrap yard. Now over here, we've got some of the other parts. Let me see here. Take a look in here. You can take a look here. Number 19, mounting plate, 5x7. One thing you should do with all the parts that you begin to assemble is mark them so that you know exactly where they're going. And we're collecting double of everything so that we have 2 of everything. Now, over here, let's take a look there. That's going to be the mounting bolts. I'm going to have to pour a cubic yard of concrete, and I'm going to anchor it to the floor with those anchor bolts. Now, can I use lags or shields? You sure can, but think about this. A 50-pound hammer is going to be dropping repeatedly on top of another heavy piece of steel. I got a feeling those shields are going to pull out. And that's the reason why I went with a 1 inch thick base plate, because I don't want it to potato chip on me. I don't want it to pull up. Let's take a look over here. I got some other parts here. There we go, number 15, motor T. We also have some flat bar back there. It requires a whole lot of flat bar. And we also have some angle iron and some round bar down here that we've assembled. And let's go outside and I'll show you the vertical column. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now these are the vertical columns in the back. No. Not Tom Brown. No, Tom Brown. No, he's not part of the build. He's just kind of supervising things. But let's get back to here. This is the 5-inch columns, or these are the columns that go onto the back of the base plate. I'm going to weld them to the base plate, and they're going to be parallel to the anvil. And you can see I've labeled those bad boys. Item number 3, column 68 3/4 inches. I like to keep everything marked. Alright YouTube, we're going to take a look now at some of the other parts that we're going to be needing. The mechanical parts that I'm going to have to buy probably. So stick with me on YouTube, and you know what I say, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. I want to try and help you guys build this as we go along. So until the next time YouTube, I'll catch you outside.